It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. I wanted to cover today the Speed Quad Blend team. So this is a blend between a Quad 4 front team and a Speed team. Now, in both instances, since we are blending them together, we're actually not running any supports or healers. We do have our Monocle, which is a healing treasure for us, and if you don't have a level 12 Monocle, this team might be a little rough to handle in the level 70 matchups. So I do advise that that is one of the crux of the team, for you to have that and potentially at least a level 12 robes. If you don't have either of those, it's going to be a little bit of a tough team to run. It's not that you can't run it, because you can in the lower level tiers and in the lower level matchups. But if you get into the Masters tiers or the high level 70 tiers, this one's going to be a tough one to fight with. Now, with the toppings, we've got almonds on clotted and wildberry. We've got critical toppings on crunchy and caramel arrow. And we have speed toppings on Madeline. And so that way, the attack speed is highest between these two, so they will be getting our robes effects. And you'll see the results of what happens with them having the attack speed, and why it matters for Madeline specifically having the caramel toppings as well. So as you can see, our defensive setup here should keep us in a good point as long as no big crits happen. Our monocle is going to pop us up here so that we stay alive. Our robes are pushing Madeline and Caramel Arrow forward so that we continue to get good damage on their team. And as you can see, Madeline just pushing forward. Now it's really just surviving that last blast from Clotted. And they do have an insignia, so we need to outlive that. But the insignia does push here and get some good damage. And then we push forward with the last hit. So it does depend on each battle. I've done this battle a few times. Sometimes I've had a high level win. Right there was a close level win. Sometimes I actually take a loss. It really depends on the crits that are coming from the enemy team. And so it can depend mostly on Eclair and Clotted on their side. And as you can see, they had some good healing overall. But they have a full level 70 team. We only have 2 cookies at level 70. 2 cookies at level 60 and 1 at 65. So that means if we had a full level 70 lineup, we would actually be able to steam run this team over without too many issues, because of our power would increase dramatically. And so that's why I love this team, and what's happening with it is because it's taking the best elements of speed, which are applying to Caramel Arrow for the stacks, applying to Madeline for the swings of damage, and then it's taking the best elements of defense, which is from Wildberry and Clotted from their skills, and then the extra bodies and buffs that apply accordingly to Crunchy Chip, and just absolutely massacring the team ahead of us. And you can see right there, Wildberry, Cacao, Clotted Cream, Eclair, that's a very meta team right now. And this team, without any healers, was just able to push right through. So pure damage focus is what's going on here. I'd love to see your opinions or your thoughts on this team. Maybe it's something you would like to run in your PvP setup. It is going to be something I would like to run as a counter to this main team, because this is the meta I've been seeing. So I'm going to be personally labeling this as the counter team to the meta Wildberry Clotted team. However, for me to take it into Arena to the point where I can scale through the ranks, I'm going to need to get all these cookies to level 70 and their skills to level 70 for me to truly compete at the same pace. But it is a team that I'm pretty confident in its power. Sometimes to make a counter team, you need to use some of the same elements that the opponent is using. But what we're doing is we're taking speed, we're taking strength, and we're taking defense, and pushing it all together into one strong combination. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'd love to hear all of your feedback in the comments. You guys all have a wonderful day.